the Hollywood Writers Guild is protesting right now. And now, as we speak, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon are all not doing their shows because they don't have any scripts. Well, I found a script, and I'm going to use it. And I'm taking over the Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon spot with my friend ChatGPT as we gear up for another edition of what I'm trying to make happen and trying to make funny. And I'm trying to see if this is actually funny or not. Corporate comedy. We welcome back. Good evening. It's Jimmy Kimmel. It's me. It's me. Welcome back. Good evening and welcome to the Jimmy Kimmel Live. Tonight we have a lot to cover, so let's get into it. First up, former President Donald Trump is back in the news again. This time, he decided to launch his own social media platform. That's right. After being banned from just about every other major social media site, Trump is trying to create his own. I'm not sure if he plans to call it, but my guess is the Echo Chamber. Jimmy, get in the chat and say Jimmy. In other news, Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas decided to weigh in on social media censorship as well. In a recent statement, Thomas has said that the social media companies should be treated like common carriers, meaning they can't discriminate against users based on their views. This is a complicated issue, but one thing is for sure, it's always interesting to see Clarence Thomas come out of his shell. The guy never walks around. It's ridiculous. Moving on to the world of finance, big banks like JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs are posting record profits thanks to a part of a booming stock market, aka not very booming. It's great news for the banks, but not so much rest of us who are struggling to make ends meet. I guess the lesson here is that if you want to get rich, you should probably start by already being rich. We're having a good time. Who needs the Writers Guild anyways? And finally, AOC, Estadio Cortez, as she's known as AOC, is making headlines again. This time she's calling out big corporations for paying out their employees poverty wages while their CEOs rake in millions. In this message, what resonates with a lot of people, and one we should all take to heart. That's all the time we have tonight. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. And again, this was said, write me a monologue for Jimmy Kimmel about Trump and Clarence Thomas and the banks and AOC. Another edition of Jimmy Kimmel. We're done. We're out of here. Have a great night. That's my end of the show.